Crazytown, the longest town hall ever from Friday night. Crazytown, Joe Biden with Anderson Cooper on CNN. Roll it, G. All right.
Are you close to a done deal?
No problem. It's all done. All of it's paid for. Every single penny. It's not going to raise one single cent. You know, look, I was a senator for 370 years. The money won't even go to you. You don't. The figure income, you get 7% with the total cost. Not a joke. I was in a situation like you, where I was making more money. I was making $42,000 a year as a senator at the time. Although I was listed the poorest man in the Senate for 36 years, but there are 860,000. I think it's 860. Don't hold me the exact number. But here's the point. We're in a situation now where if you are in a circumstance that you're not able to provide, well, let me cut to the chase. I'm taking too long.
Housing
By the
Association.
way, Ben, the Bidens all hail from Baltimore beginning in 1850. I don't know how the hell they kicked me out. You have 55 corporations, for example, in the United States of America, making over $40 billion. Don't pay a cent. Not a single little red cent. It came down to 21% under Trump, which even the corporate leaders, and you know if you're in real estate, major real estate, ask them. They know they should be paying a little more than 21%. I believe that we can we can pay for this whole thing. I have it written in a card here, but I won't bore you with the detail. When you're in the United States Senate and you're a president of the United States and you have 50 Democrats, every one is a president. My proposals would actually reduce inflation, diminish inflation. But here's the point. The point of it all is that I'm prepared. I can't think of anything that was consequential and changing the circumstance for the middle class and working class in America that came as a consequence of a single piece of legislation. I got a portrait of Roosevelt in my office, okay? You made a very profound point. I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, seriously. Free school, yeah, and I'm going to get it done. And if I don't, I'll be sleeping alone for a long time. The White House has a lot of bedrooms. And she went like this, down the hall.
All right.
You have more countries in the world with providing professional education beyond 12 years. We rank like, I think it's, don't hold me the number, I think it's 16 or 17 in the world. Their agenda right now is just stop Biden. Although I shouldn't make it so personal. Stop my administration. What we did is when I wrote, I'm going to back up just a second, I apologize. I personally, during the campaign, before I got elected, I wrote the infrastructure bill relating to what we do to highways and all that kind of thing. Hard
write your name.
Not a joke.
Sure you did.
Not a joke.
Not a joke.
I'm going off to COP26 in Scotland. And I don't know, I guess it's 2 weeks or a week. I'm losing track of time.
That's been dropped now from this spending bill.
No, it hasn't.
It has not.
No, look,
Senator Manchin is opposed to that.
He's opposed to it. But here's the deal. That is only one of well over $1 trillion worth of expenditures for climate change. If you got windows that are the wind's blowing through, you get an incentive to put new windows in your home. You help get it paid. So there's a lot of things. Joe is open to my convincing him that I can use it to increase environmental progress. Employees are able to bargain. You're the boss. You want me to work for you? What are you going to pay me? How are you going to do it? I'm not being facetious. But there's a lot of people who are just down. You didn't have those great dances the last 4 years that you'd had before you went out and worked. No, I'm not joking. Graduated from high school. You don't have your prom. You don't have your graduation. You don't have all the things that matter to people that go into things they look forward to. 40% of all products coming into the United States of America on the West Coast go through Los Angeles and what am I doing here?
Is it Long Beach?
Long Beach, thank you.
We don't know
a lot
either.
of the product that your mother makes, the product the things she does in her interior design building, the material she buys from larger outfits. I assume, I don't know that. But my whole point is gas prices relate to a foreign policy initiative that is about something that goes beyond the cost of gas. And we're about $3.30 a gallon most places now, when it's was down in the single digits. I mean, a dollar plus. And that's because of the supply being withheld by OPEC. And so there's a lot of negotiation that is there's a lot of Middle Eastern folks want to talk to me. I'm not sure I'm going to talk to them, but the point is, it's about gas production. Really, I'm not being. I'm being literal when I say this, because now, and I spent time at General Motors and other companies, and I got General Motors. I didn't get them. General Motors decided, after a long time spent talking to me, what's going to happen in terms of gas prices as we go into the next 2 or 3 years, even if we're not able to break the monopoly price. They're keeping it up because, anyway. So but I must tell you, I don't have a near-term answer. It's going to be hard. There's a possibility to be able to bring it down. Depends on a little bit on Saudi Arabia and a few other things that are in the offing. It's going to be approved, and it'll be a much smaller dose, basically the same dose, but a smaller dose.
Mr. President.
Hello.
Mr. President.
By the way, there's two famous guys in this audience here, I just noticed. Holy mackerel. This is a busman's holiday for you guys. The two things that concern me, one are those who just try to make this a political issue. Freedom. I have the freedom to kill you with my COVID. No, I mean, come on, freedom. I turn on Fox to find out how popular I am.
How are you doing there?
I'm doing very well. You're shaking your head no, but let me tell you something, Jack. It's the truth. And what that meant was, if you were all, it's going to take a second, but it's important. Every community policeman, there were two assigned, they're assigned in groups of two. They had to know the neighborhood. I remember getting a call, as you've been to Delaware, you go down that road as you're heading down to the train station, Martin Luther King Boulevard. And what the cops made sure she had their phone number. So when a drug deal was going down, she'd pick up the phone and call and say to the police officer with a cell phone that the drug deal's going down, knowing that she would never be fingered. We're the only nation founded on idea. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women are created equal. Undoubtedly, no nation's ever been founded on an idea. Have we ever lived up to it? No. I've spoken and spent more time with Xi Jinping than any other world leader has. For someone in a powerful position to say they are wrong, I made a mistake, that's a hard thing to do. And I've had to do it about a half a dozen times lately. He and I went out to the Secret Service racetrack. He had a brand new Corvette his family bought him, his kids bought him, and I have a 67, 327, 350. And we raced. And you know the only reason, I'm serious, it was on Jay Leno. Check it out, Jay Leno live. He's a hell of a guy.
Who won?
Well, I won only because he was worried I was going to crash into him. Because I don't have posi traction, so I was burning rubber the whole way out there, and I could see him going, whoa.
Well, I'm not really sure. Well, this is why the opinion piece at the Wall Street Journal is now sounding the alarm with a piece entitled "The Confusing Mr. Biden." The president's town hall performance is cause for concern. So I want to get to that, and then just so you. The Federalist has a piece. Do you know how many people watched the town hall on CNN?
7.
Well, let's start with the major 2554 demo, which is the most important demo to every advertiser and always has been. Well, that would be 271,000 people. Which is
wait. Didn't 81 million vote for this guy? Don't they want to see how he's doing?
271,000 in the 2554. That is undescribably bad.